Hello and welcome back to another episode of FMRevu. And in today's video, I'll be doing an unboxing, or better yet, an opening up and unbagging of some items that I recently got from eBay. So let's hop right into it and see what they are. Tear along the dotted lines. Let's see where these dotted lines are at. That didn't work out too great. Yes, yes. I was 12 years old in 1992 when Mortal Kombat came out. I was excited. I was just at that stage going into your teenage years, your adolescence years, where you're getting away from some of the toys and the Disney side of things, and you're going more towards mature stuff. G.I. Joe, He-Man, Voltron, Ninja Turtles, and violence, I guess, was just inevitable in that process. And Mortal Kombat was really what brought me into video games. I had played Street Fighter because it came out earlier. I had tinkered around with martial arts. Van Damme was my hero, superstar, my early, I guess from the 90s forward when he was real big. So all this played into me just falling in love with Mortal Kombat. And over the years, I followed the series. I got Mortal Kombat 2, 3, Ultimate, Trilogy, MK4, all the way through the current consoles on Xbox One with MKXL. But as I got older, things changed, values changed, moving out of the house, college, working on my own, apartments, being married. I misplaced, broken, lost, pawned, sold, traded a lot of my old games, and I miss them now. I miss them a whole lot. Now that I have a son, I'd like for him to just take part in some of those older video games and see where it came from. And to be honest, in my opinion, older video games are far more fun and enjoyable than the new ones are. And so that's really why I went ahead and picked up this Mortal Kombat game, because of the nostalgia value that it has. Over time, I do plan on picking up Mortal Kombat 2. 3 was so-so, I'd say 6.5 on a drunk night. Ultimate was okay, it kind of pulled it up to maybe an 8. Trilogy, maybe 8.3 or something like that. But they kind of let me down after 2, up until the PlayStation 2 versions came out. Deadly Alliance, I forget the other ones, Annihilation, and there's another one somewhere in there. And I still own all of those. I owned all of them, even the ones I don't like. But 1 and 2 were, those were my favorite ones, still are my favorite ones. So I'll pick up a copy of Mortal Kombat 2 on the Genesis, and I do plan on getting Eternal Champions and Street Fighter, I think it's Hyper Fighting Edition, Hyper Champion, Super Champion Edition. Of course, I'll go ahead and pick up Super Street Fighter 2, the new challengers, because I like that one because of the roster and the graphics overhaul. But this is the very beginning of my, I guess, Genesis building collection, or rebuilding collection, and I just want to let you in on that. And up next is the official Sony PlayStation 1, 2, and 3 component cables. I own the PlayStation 1, 2, and 3, but I only used the PlayStation 2. When I did use the PlayStation 3, I used HDMI to connect it. But for the PlayStation 2, I play my PlayStation 1 games on it because it has the same hardware that the PlayStation 1 had to play those games. So I save a little bit of space. The only thing I miss is the gray console, the gray controllers, and that awesome load-in screen that Sony has for the PlayStation 1. Before I got these cables, I was using S-Video to connect my PlayStation to my CRT. And I just wanted to step it up a little bit, get the best possible picture that I could afford. Now I could have went the route and done the whole RGB, SCART, BNC, FrameMeister, PVM, BVM, TV, but I didn't want to spend $600 to $800 just getting a little bit crisper picture. And for $30, I picked these up off of eBay, and I think I'm satisfied with the price. I just need to hook it up, make sure that they work. I've been searching back and forth for about 2 months now, and I've just been sitting on a lot of them. Most of the cables I seen were $50 after shipping. Some of them were still in the bidding process. This was on for $29.99 with a buy now option, so I jumped on it as soon as I seen it. I used the pictures to verify that it was the official Sony branded cables, and voila, they're in. I'm excited to hook this up and play some of my older favorite PlayStation 1 games. Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9, Suikoden, most of the role-playing games of that era. PlayStation 2 era stuff, I like God of War 1 and 2. I liked the Mortal Kombat games that came out during that time. The Street Fighter Alpha series, I like that. There was a couple Street Fighter collections. There was some Capcom collections. There was some Midway arcade collections. So those games are the things that I'm excited to get back playing. There's an itch that I have for those nostalgic old games, and I look forward to playing those. Thank you for watching the video. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below, and don't forget to subscribe to keep more awesome FM reviews coming your way.
3, 2, 1, action!
Test 1, 2. Test. Okay, make sure this thing's still recording right. Some reason I'm having some problems with my connection between my microphone and my camera. I've got an extension, 3.5mm extension cable, so I can move my microphone a little ways away from my camera, and I don't know if the cable is the problem or the connection or what. So I've had to record this multiple times since it doesn't want to record right.